Burns teaming up with Tito Santana, teaming up with dynamic Superfly Jimmy Snuka, as those three individuals pit their skills against the collective effort of all three Samoans, Lou Albano's tag team in opposition. Notwithstanding that, surely we'll look forward to the grudge match ordered. Sergeant Slaughter squaring off against sensational Rocky Johnson. But right now we introduce to you, to my left, Mr. Santana, along with Tony Atlas. To my right, Superfly Snuka. And if anybody knows the temperament of these Polynesians, if anyone knows the temperament of Louis Albano, it's you, Mr. Snuka. What about it?
That's right, brother. Myself, from the Fiji Islands, and knowing my family neighborhoods, which the Samoans, and I know them definitely well, how rough and tough they are. Now, we ain't taking these people very lightly, ladies and gentlemen. But just like I just want to remind my two brother, Tito Santana, Brother Tone, we are going in there to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to take care of the Samoans. Brother Santana?
What about it, Tito?
Well, Vinny, you know, a six-man is probably one of the most dangerous matches in professional wrestling. And Lou Albano comes out here and he talks about the Samoans being ferocious and dangerous, which they are, and they don't know how to lose. But when I got Jimmy Snuka and Tony Atlas, maybe we can teach them how to lose when we go out there.
Tony, what about it?
One thing I got to say, Mr. Man, is that I'm very proud to be teamed up with Superfly Jimmy Snuka and my main man here, Tito Santana, because one thing about the Samoans, when you go in against them, 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up fighting all three of them at the one time. If you got yourself good partners like this, now I know the Samoans, they're no pushover. You got to get in there, you got to give it all that you got, and you got to get fired up. And the only thing that me and Jimmy Snuka and Tito is asking for is that the people just get behind us and cheer us and give us that inspiration we need to defeat that 2,000 or 3,000 pound of force that we fighting over on the other side. And it ain't going to be hard, but it's going to be rough and tough, and we're going to just give it all we got. And I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to have Jimmy, and I know the people's going to be there. They're going to cheer. Now, I know the Samoans hope that nobody shows up so that when we get a whooping on their nappy head, that they ain't going to want nobody to see it. But the people are going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be Palomar. It's going to be fire. And I'm all ready to go now. I'd like to run there right now and just turn up something.
Thank you very much. Tony Atlas, along with Superfly Snuka and Tito Santana. In a moment, ladies and gentlemen, our guest, Sergeant Slaughter. Mr. Slaughter, still disgruntled, still upset indeed over the recent turn of events. The would-be champion. Oh, I guess it felt, when you felt that tap on the back, you knew that you were crowned victorious. You knew that you were the new World Wrestling Federation champion, didn't you?
Not only did I know it, but Bob Backlund knew it. All those Maggot fans knew it. They knew that Bob Backlund had given up. All those fans that sat at ringside heard you, Bob Backlund. What is wrong with your hearing, Rocky Johnson? He gave up way before he got to the rope. But you, Rocky Johnson, this man's right. You know what it feels like to have somebody give up after you worked so hard, after you sweat and bled, and you got the trophy that you've been after all those years. It's in your hand. The first thing that came to my mind was money. And the next thing I know it, I'm on my back. And Backlund's taking my title away from me. Now everybody that was there knows that I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I did not get beat. I thought the match was over. And Rocky Johnson, you're the reason. You're the reason I stand here right now. And I'm not the world champion. Well, let me tell you, Rocky Johnson, when I get done with you, there won't be enough left for your mammy to even write home about. Because I'm as sick and tired. I hate nobody more right now than you, Rocky Johnson. And when that bell rings, if you got a shuffle, if you got a box, you better bring it all out. Because I'm not too bad myself at boxing. And when I get done with you, Rocky Johnson, we won't have to worry about Sambo anymore. You're dismissed.
By the way, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will take you back in time and show you the previous footage, the matchup with Slaughter against Backlund and Rocky Johnson.